Well, it's 2021, which means only one thing to Pokemon fans. New Pokemon Snap! No, really, it looks great. But besides that, 2021 is the 25th anniversary of the Pokemon franchise. That's right, the highest grossing franchise in the world, which makes more than Star Wars, Hello Kitty, Marvel, and just about everything else, is turning 25. In the last few years, the franchise has finally made its way to home console on the Nintendo Switch, and some mixed reviews though. Between Pokemon Sword and Shield's lack of full national Pokedex and subpar animations, and the ever-growing pay-to-participate style mechanics in Pokemon Go's mobile app, it's more expensive and harder than ever to truly catch them all. In 2020, the Pokemon Home app on Nintendo Switch and mobile devices was launched, in an attempt to mimic the Pokemon storage system from the Nintendo 3DS handheld console called Pokemon Bank. Pokemon Home allows you to house all of your Pokemon in a single place. Even Pokemon that can't be used in Pokemon Sword and Shield can be stored here with the hopes that they will be made available once again in future Pokemon games. Late 2020 also brought the integration of Pokemon Home with Pokemon Go, allowing you to bring a limited number of Pokemon from the Go mobile game to Pokemon Home at a single time. There is a cooldown timer, and unfortunately, if you want to reduce that timer, you have to pay in-game currency to refill. Even with all of this, one of the amazing things that Pokemon fans can do with Pokemon Home is keep a living Pokedex permanently by moving all the available Pokemon in their possession into Pokemon Home. You even get a cool reward for registering all the Pokemon ever created in the app's Pokedex. However, if you only started playing Pokemon in the last couple years, 2017 or later really, or you took a long break from the franchise between your childhood and adult years, like I did, then this task is pretty darn impossible to complete and really expensive. Today, I'm going to talk about the Pokemon that are nearly impossible to acquire in 2021. Obviously, there's most likely going to be a chance to grab these Pokemon from events in the future, but for now, let's discuss the hardest to acquire Pokemon in 2021. Number 1, Manafee and Fiona. Manafee is a mythical Pokemon that was introduced in Generation 4. The only problem with its introduction is that it was really difficult to get, even if you had a copy of the Generation 4 games Pokemon Diamond and Pearl or Platinum. The reason is the only way to get a Manafee was from an egg. This special egg was only made available by purchasing a copy of the Nintendo DS game Pokemon Ranger and getting the code from the included slip with the manual. The only way to get that code now is to hope that there's one available on a resale site like eBay and pay upwards of $150 for the game with a code, if they even still have that code unused. Obviously, with the Pokemon Ranger game so far removed from production and the ever-dwindling number of unused codes, this is a very expensive and not at all worth it method to get a Manafee Egg. The most recent global distribution event for Manafee was in 2016 as a part of Pokemon's 20th anniversary, or in 2018 if you lived in South Korea. So as of right now, there is no legitimate way to obtain a Manafee without an unused code from the Generation 4 Pokemon Ranger game. Also, because of this, Fiona is impossible to get, as you can only obtain a Fiona by breeding Manafee with another Pokemon like Ditto. Number 2 on this list, Shaymin. Shaymin is another mythical Pokemon introduced in Generation 4 like Manafee. This Pokemon has 2 forms, which makes it a little different from the other Pokemon at that time that were considered mythical. The issue with the Shaymin is there is no legitimate way to get one right now. The last time you could get a Shaymin was in 2018 if you lived in Korea or Japan, or back in 2016 from the Pokemon 20th anniversary celebration. So this Pokemon has been impossible to get for several years now, and there's no way to pay to get it, and no way to get it legitimately. You have to know someone who has a spare one and is willing to trade you within Pokemon Home or some older games or something. Number 3 is Darkrai. I know what you're thinking, but Professor Squatch, I have Darkrai in my Pokemon Go game. Can't I just transfer it to Pokemon Home? Why, yes, Yes, you can. And many of you might have Darkrai in Pokemon Go right now. At this point, it has been exclusive to raids in Pokemon Go. But if you live in an area with a small number of Pokemon Go players, if you missed out on the limited time raids that were in the game, or if you couldn't afford raid passes to begin with to try to even have a chance to catch Darkrai, because guess what? It's still not even guaranteed. Then guess what? At this time of this video's making, there is no legitimate way to get Darkrai in your collection. Pokemon has a way of creating FOMO, or fear of missing out. If you didn't get a code during a limited time event, well, then you'll have to wait years to have another chance. Darkrai was last available for free distribution in 2018 in Korea, or 2016 for the Pokemon 20th anniversary celebration. So it's been several years since it was available on consoles. The last time Darkrai appeared in raids in Pokemon Go was in March of 2020 for the Pokemon Go Rocket Global Takeover event. So yikes. Number 4, Arceus or Arceus, depending on how you prefer to pronounce it. The last mythical Pokemon from Generation 4, Arceus, is impossible to get right now. It has not been released in Pokemon Go, and it hasn't had a worldwide event distribution since 2016 with the Pokemon 20th Anniversary Celebration event. That's right, you can't even get the God Pokemon in any way, shape, form, or anything, which is yet another big oof. Number 5 is Meloetta. The Generation 5 mythical musical Pokemon Meloetta is not possible to get right now. The last time it was distributed was in 2018 for the Pokemon World Championships. So if you need one for your Living Dex, I guess you're probably going to have to wait. Number 6, Diancie. Diancie is a fairy rock mythical that was introduced in Generation 6 with Pokemon X and Y. Although getting it now is nearly impossible. This Pokemon even gets its own Mega Evolution, but you can't even get the Pokemon, so don't worry, you can't try out its Mega Evolution. Diancie hasn't even been available since 2016 to get in an event distribution. This is one of the longest droughts in distributions currently. At this point, you'll either have to hope for the 25th anniversary distribution, if there is one, or wait for it to appear with the very, very slow rollout of Generation 6 Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Number 7, Hoopa. Just like Diancie, this weird mythical from Generation 6 hasn't been available for years and isn't possible to obtain as of right now. And number 8 on this list, Zera Aura. This cool electric cat Pokemon was introduced as a mythical Pokemon in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It hasn't been distributed in its normal form since 2018. The shiny Zera Aura was distributed in Pokemon Home in June 2020 through July 2020. At this point, I have a shiny Zera Aura and not a non-shiny one. That's it for our main list of mythical Pokemon that aren't available in 2021. Let's move on to some honorable mentions. While these Pokemon are not impossible to get, some of them are pretty ridiculous or difficult to obtain. The first is Genesect. You have to do Pokemon Go research in order to get it, or you had to pay for an event that occurred in spring 2020. Marshadow and Volcanion. There's no way to obtain either of these mythical Pokemon other than to get boxes of Shiny Star V Pokemon cards from Japan and enter the codes into a complex Japanese site and have enough points to claim them. Even then, you only get them in the Japanese language, and they are only available until the end of April 2021. Zarude. You had to sign up for a newsletter in November 2020 only to get a code in December 2020. And it's only available until March 31st, 2021. The Dada Zarude with the scarf is only available from Japan if you buy a ticket to the Pokemon movie featuring Zarude. And the last 3 are Mew, Celebi, and Jirachi. All 3 of these are available in Pokemon Go's special research if you grabbed them when they were available. Mew is also available if you buy a new and unused Pokeball Plus controller for the Nintendo Switch. Celebi is available in the Virtual Console version of Pokemon Crystal on the Nintendo 3DS. Jirachi, though, is only available through Pokemon Go research at the moment. There are other special Pokemon that you can no longer obtain in 2021 either, like the spiky-eared Pichu that was available in the Generation 4 games, or the Ash Hat Pikachus that were given out in the Generation 7 games and now in the Generation 8 games just recently. And then there are also Pokemon with special moves or special shiny Pokemon like Shiny Mew, which was only available if you paid for the Kanto Tour Pass in Pokemon Go, and then you complete a special Master Research that takes well over a month to do at this point. So you have to pay to do an insane amount of work to get a Shiny Mew, which to me is just completely crazy. For now, though, the hardest to obtain Pokemon are the mythical Pokemon listed in this video. Let's hope that in 2021, with the 25th anniversary of Pokemon, these mythical Pokemon are released again through event distributions to allow newer players to finish their Living Pokedexes and truly collect them all. If not, I guess we'll have to wait for Pokemon Go paid events or other events at the very least. Thanks for watching. This is my first video since November 2020 when Crown Tundra released for the Sword and Shield games on the Nintendo Switch. Since then, we've had 5 videos surpass 1,000 views, and we increased our subscribers to over 230. Thank you all for the continued support. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. This is Professor Squatch.